Yeah, me I say that. It's when me old I grow, me hear them say, who can hear must feel, and they always say, you take up your gun, you go dead by the gun. And I'm not joking thing, brother. You see me younger youth, say when you grow up, brother, as little youth, brother, me no want to now run, come take up badness and go now jump in a crime and a bad man and the body set a thing. You know where bad man go? Turn it down there. Down here so bad man go. Down here so people, when you look here, when you remember the part here, you don't know. I eat me go viral pan, you don't know, and me still I tell you them, say brother, put on your gun every day with their strawberry. Right now, tomorrow we have what? 18, brother. 18, brother, so no know, watch ya. The whole of you so done. Today, they may have got deal with, so you so actually done. Brother, when you put on your gun, I want to share that video to My View TV, making show you up, making you then see say, gun and no normal, brother. Brother, old people top dead, be a young people, brother, and a gun them and take up and a run go dead. You run going a badness today, you're dead tomorrow, because you're not having money for funny badness. I want to follow, yeah? You just believe, yeah? Believe in a God youth. You can shine the sun, You can shine the sun.
Boy, people, just make him know, say me get the video. I me show be thought, because I say My View, show be thought. I make I tell you something, brother. The message you preach, don't stop preach. You understand? Continue preach that same message. I want you to show them exactly which part them I go. Dirt and cement over them head. You understand? In a board box. Yes, man. Continue the good work, brother. You understand? And people, you can go and go follow him over TikTok. You understand? 9G TTF. Me not really use TikTok and there's up there still, so I don't know what for telling if it do. But go on over there, go follow him. It's at 9G TTF. I mean, I tell you, he must show you as we are going on the burial ground. Ball to ball commentary, you get over there, man.
Welcome back to My View TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Let me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Wagwan, my people, hope everybody okay, hope everybody alright. Be happy with what you have. Keep working on what you love, and remember, a happy life begins with saying, thank you, Lord, for what I have. Nothing feels better knowing God loves you and that He is always there for you and that we will always take care of you. So remember good. I'm talking to you, and surely you. Mr. Paper, one only particular galang in the news. But me tell you something. Them normally say, what is for you is for you. Don't it? And remember when they tell you that? So here what? If Mr. Dead come knocking and it is for you, me guarantee you, no matter what happen, it a go carry you. You understand? So the mega ball play. And guess how far luck run out? No blast, yes, people. Me say him luck run out. So know exactly where go on power go on. Tire puncher. And me say dead come fame. But that's all right there, so I couldn't know what one power go on. I start the news right there, so. 1 9mm Glock pistol with a magazine containing 10 rounds of ammo was seized by the police on Fitzgerald Avenue in Kingston 13 yesterday. Report from the Corrupt Police then right down on Spay that about 1 a.m. a team was on mobile patrol in the area when a man was seen standing in the dark. On seeing the service vehicle, he jumped over a wall into a yard. The police entered the premises and a search of the man and the area was conducted. During the search, guess what, people? The firearm and ammo was found hidden between 2 blocks. The man was taken into custody. However, his identity is being withheld pending further investigation. I can tell you something. I ain't Zimalak. For the police, them spot him. Them should have still put him head back. But the police, them not depend that. Them are some big idiot. Watch ya. Me tell you, cookie soap on the yard, but no. No roadside soap, no one. Gunman shot and killed 1 man and injured another during a gun attack in close proximity to a church in Anchovy, St. James yesterday afternoon. The dead man, we can't tell you his name, you understand? Orlando Jarridge, and him a 44, and him come from Runton, St. James. Me not talk Runton a Constant Spring Road. Rampton at St. James. At about 4:30 p.m., the two men were purchasing soup from a vendor outside the house of Praise in Anchovy, St. James, when they were reportedly pounced upon by men armed with handguns traveling in a motor car. The gunmen opened fire, hitting both men before escaping in the same car where them come from. You understand? One of the men died on spot while the other was rushed to the hospital where he was admitted in serious condition. Me I'll keep on a post it upon that, because it looks at things like he more kick the bucket. This is the second person to be shot and killed in Anchovy since the start of the week. Anyway now, people, that is that where that is concerned. You know, a shot still a bit. Two men were shot and killed by unknown assailants at a party in Dumfries, St. James, early Sunday morning when them supposed to be at them yard. We can tell you something now, people. Their identity has not yet been released, but we have them alias. I soon give it to you though. Report reaching our news team that about 2:50 a.m., gunmen opened fire at the patrons at a party. The two men were shot and killed during the incident, and we have the picture of one of them laid down on the ground. Stop when I do a look on the screen. See two dead boy them, yeah? 9 ball and Blaze. Yes, people, and the two of them this. Dead. But I can tell you something. Two of them never dead on the spot. You understand? 9 ball dead on the spot, so I can show the film picture on the ground. Face swell up. Yes, people, face swell up. Headshot him get to, you know. But you see 9 ball him, fame people, then we don't organize something. If keep one funeral already, you know. Come in, remember the other day, I go some man go no one review. My gunman running power man and him family in them house. And the man draw the cutlass and put top on him. Yes. And him run go to the door and the police them come for him. And 9 ball brother that, you know. So him dead for dead. But guess what, man? Mr. Death just say, alright, you say like come, me never get you. Let me get your brother instead. So comes him dead. But hold on now, people. When Mr. Death come, no escape. You understand? The one in the white shirt right there, so him now. Him never dead past spot. You understand? Him dead on the way to the hospital. But when Mr. Death coming, you know, nobody feel like say he can escape. Final destination type of thing. So the car where came got the hospital, the tire puncher. The tire puncher, and so comes him kiki bucket. Right on the roadside. Yes, people. Right on the roadside. But nobody worry yourself. I soon go no more information on them. I can just give the people them some more news. Right to Manchester, I'm gone now. Police them get the chance to put one underground. But guess what? They put him in a handcuff. 6 men, including a murder suspect, was arrested during separate operation in Manchester. In the first operation at about 3 a.m., police mounted roadblocks along Devon Main Road and intercepted a Toyota Probox motor car with 6 men aboard. Hold on there. Or 6 men are doing a 1 Probox, eh? When 6 men are doing a 1 Probox. After a 6-seater vehicle. Anyway, 5 of the men were arrested while the other escaped. The police should have slapped with halves of them. But no. The biggie that police them, wait until one get to it and then them put 5 in a handcuff. You see them come and tell we foolishness. Hear them and tell we now. They theorize that the men were involved in burglary, targeting house and bars. You know, see why one of them forget slap with. This as a co-bar and an undisclosed sum of cash, cigarette, liquor, and poker box parts are reportedly found in the car. I can tell you something. We also not waste time, police. So I tell you what to find, and then my boy shall lay down palm ground. Nah, tell, no lie. It's further reported that the police went to a location where they seized 2 additional poker box. They said the boy them a culprit, and the biggie that police met them alive. The men are said to be from Greenvale, Georges Valley, Holyville in Manchester, as well as Leeds in St. Elizabeth. Hours later, the police conducted another operation in Treadley, where a man believed to be involved in the murder of 51-year-old Anthony Williams was apprehended. Williams, a farmer and a resident of Treadley Housing Scheme, was killed on Monday, April 10th. Remember me tell you to talk about this already. I'm showing all the picture him lay down on the ground. You understand the idiot police come tell me, he say, they just arrest boy like that. That no make no sense. None tall. This a boy I teach you that made concrete. So what I said, I mean what I said. And you know me already. And now take it back. Anyway now people, this is one I want to know for here. A man who twice had sex with a relative over 2 decades ago while she was a child has been ordered to serve nearly 5 years in prison at hard labor. Me need to know what is hard labor. Easy and let out this boy and the people them fan off your bed, you know. You understand? If head forget fan off, no matter how young or how old him be. The name of the convicted sex offender, now 72-year-old, that is exactly what I say people, he must 72, has not been disclosed to protect the identity of the victim, who is now 36-year-old. The man was sentenced in the Home Circuit Court on Friday to 4 years and 11 months in prison at hard labor. 2 weeks after, a jury found him guilty on 2 counts of carnal abuse. The incident occurred in 1993 while the victim was 7-year-old, and in 1999, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution said in a statement released to everybody, yes, and I'm me alone get it, everybody get this one, you understand, but everybody don't really want to talk about it, but you know me already, every single thing in the news you go and get. The victim first reported the incident to the police in 2013 at the age of 27. The woman gave evidence that she was urged by family members not to report the crime and said she only went to the police after she became aware that she could file a report despite the time that elapsed. I can tell you something. A whole heap of dirty thinking family member. I do this to pay play now. And a full time now. We find a way for fun off them head. You understand? Because we don't really want to charge them. And them head with it for fun off. On paper, the lady of the hour, Paula Llewellyn. Yes, the DPP. She had this to say.
So, talking to the district constable about her story, he said to her, no, according to the law, although it took place all those years ago, that is a sexual assault, you can still make a report to the police. And that is what she did.
DPP, how difficult is it to get a conviction in this situation?
Very, very difficult because credibility is an issue. These cases are rare because most people do not realize or know that there's no statute bar.
72-year-old man is sent into prison, DPP.
I suspect, what I understand is that the judge made the point that if he had given him more than the 4 years and 11 months, that it would have gone outside the bounds of retribution. So perhaps he thought that given his age, and in fact, I understand that his conviction took place on his 72nd birthday. This complainant is estranged from her family. They don't talk to her because she proceeded with the matter. But she is economically independent. It is that complainant is not economically independent of her family or relatives of the accused, then it's almost going to be impossible for her to assert her rights. So part of the lesson too is that young ladies try to make sure that you do your work at school, you get an education, and you have economic independence.
You know me already, me not tell, no lie, me not put my mouth and talk. You understand? It is easier for you just go so boom and slap him and say they send him round there for gun damn free food. It don't make no sense. Man at that age, what kind of hard labor you talk about? What kind of hard labor? Remember good. Man stop use sledge and block stone in the build road, you know. That is no more. Because we have a new app for that. What we call the Chinese with the cheap labor. Anyway, now people try to go on for one. Paula also had something else to say. You understand? You know, so once Paula attack, she got chat enough. So Paula make you know, so watch her now, man. It's important for a sexual abuse victim to get closure as it improves their quality of life.
The incident had occurred when she was about between 13 and 15 as a young girl, and she was now in her late 30s, mother, professional. But her husband said to me on the phone, I'll never forget it, that it was as if she had received a relief and she had achieved closure. And he said to me, let me see if I can code it, that in terms of all aspects of their marital and conjugal activities, they both have never had it so good because she had achieved closure.
Good coding, DPP.